Hey, good afternoon, my people. What's up? Hope and trust that all is going good. Today is the 20th day of July, Tuesday, the 20th day of July, and the time is 1:26 p.m. And we're having another scorcher today. Oh boy, these days have been warm. Today is quite warm. This morning, when I got up, I was looking through Facebook and I saw some things on Facebook pertaining to the carnival. And I was going to do a video. And I said to myself, you know what, Dave? How about with that? How about with that? Maybe you might think one thing, but other persons are thinking the other thing. I saw this post from my friend Arlene. She says, "Just listening to a caller cursing the minister of festivals must go." Well, wrong call, sir. He went there when things were in place. Blame your PM and the white lady. That was her post from this morning. And I would have seen a number of other Facebook posts in relation to the carnival. Again, but I said I wasn't going to say nothing because maybe, I've taken a stand and maybe other persons are enjoying it. So I said, let me wait until it's finished and then see what happens overall. I've heard people asking about what they're having in Pasha last night. And then when I checked it, it's something rhythm court. So to me just to be a hangout, eat your food and you hang out. It was supposed to be last night and Wednesday. So I guess that is why the festival commission could have now shift that the children carnival from Sunday to Wednesday because basically they're not having nothing Wednesday night. I just recognized that from something somebody sent me what I call it, a program. So initially I said I wasn't going to do that. I wasn't going to say nothing with the carnival thing. Then I just woke up maybe about 20 minutes ago. And when I checked my phone, a number of things was on there. And apparently there was some industrial action at Public Works this morning, from what was shared with me. Now, that was a kind of surprise to me because I met a friend yesterday who is normally on top of these kind of stuff at Public Works. And when I spoke to her, I called her. I said, "Wait, how can you tell me nothing about this industrial action today?" She told me that she never know. Apparently, the shop steward met last night and called around and took took action. Oh, they organized the action, I should say. I'm gonna come back to that as to what she told me. But after my mind ran back to might have been about a few weeks ago. Today's what day? Today's the 28th. So maybe about 2 weeks ago, thereabout. About 2 weeks ago, thereabout. Um, there was an action by the. I think somebody had told me that these people from the quarry when they block off the road in a number of trucks. And I remember what's his name? George Wenner did a video. I went back and I looked through the story. Um, and this is story. Ministry of Works employees block road in protest over unpaid wages. Employees of the Ministry of Works saying stage industrial action Tuesday. This article is dated the 14th. Using heavy duty ministry trucks to block the road outside ministry compound as they demanded payment of outstanding wages. George Wenner confirmed the protest, stating that workers took the action to press for overdue payments owed to them. The trucks were positioned across the roadway, bringing traffic to a standstill and restricting access to the ministry while employees gathered outside. Motorists in the area faced significant delays as a result of the demonstration and with many forced to seek alternative routes while the road remained blocked. As of press time, neither the Ministry of Works nor the broader government had issued a public response to the industrial action, and no indication had been given to us as to when the outstanding payments would be made. It also remained unclear whether any negotiation between employees and government officials were underway to resolve the dispute. This is a paper, the Antiguan Herald. I don't know whose publication that is, but that's the name that's the source that I'm reading that from. So what I was hearing today, my mind ran back to this. I did hear about it, but to be honest, the way I want things right now, me really knock from my head about them kind of things. In my opinion, that's what the people they want, so that's what the people they get. Now to switch back to today, from what I let me read first what I see in the what source is this? This is the Antigua newsroom. Antigua newsroom. Ministry of Work says it is processing outstanding payments. Ministry of Work says it is processing outstanding payments owed to employees following protest action outside its headquarters Tuesday morning, Tuesday morning. Workers gathered at the ministry on St. John Street on July 28 to demand unpaid wages and overtime. Government truck drivers joined the action in solidarity, contributing to the traffic congestion in the area. Okay, so the same person that who I read about 2 weeks ago, they joined in solidarity apparently, from what this article is saying. Shop steward Mr. Peters told George Wenner that some employees are owed overtime dating back to 2014. 2014. Okay. While workers hired in April have reportedly not received wages. Okay, that those are the persons who were hired just before the election. We want our money, all our money, Peter said, adding that the employees would not resume work until they were paid. In a subsequent statement, the ministry said management was fully engaged in completing the processing of the outstanding payments. Management was fully engaged, outstanding payments. Okay. It said that the relevant processes have continued to advance since inquiries were raised on Tuesday, July 14th. That's probably going back to the other people. Then. The ministry assured that every effort is being expended to resolve this matter to the satisfaction of our hardworking staff as soon as possible, the statement said. The ministry thanked employees for their service and pledged continued support as it works to transform the country's infrastructure. The statement did not provide a date by which the outstanding payments will be made. So that's a story that I'm reading now from today, from today's action, and that's on the Antigua newsroom page. Now, when I spoke to my friend, remember I said I spoke to my friend, and she told me, well, apparently this developed overnight, and they went with it this morning, from what she told me. She further told me that they came to Public Works and they spoke with the acting director. I think that's a King, she said, some Mr. King. And what he said to them did not satisfy them. So they decided that they were going to journey up to the Prime Minister's office, which they did. And they wanted to have an audience with the Prime Minister, from what she said to me. And at some point in time, the Prime Minister came out to them, and in the Prime Minister's presence was the Mr. King. I think he's the acting director, she says. So I guess the Prime Minister would have called him to find out what is what, and he went up there. And I'm told by her that the Prime Minister announced that he was trying to call. Well, two things she told me. One, she told me the Prime Minister said that they were going to put aside $1 million today for payments. That's what she said to me. If that's not the case, I'm just going by what she said to me. That's one. And two, that the Prime Minister indicated that they were trying to call the PS and they couldn't get the PS. And I laughed to myself. I laughed to myself because unless I'm wrong, and as I said all the time, I have no problem being corrected. My understanding is that for some time now, the process was changed to the different ministries do what paperwork you have to do, send it to Treasury. Treasury will decide on payments. I can remember going back to the same Carnival situation. I don't know how long it was since Darrell Matthew was there, but I can remember during Darrell Matthew time, he was saying that certain documents was not within the Treasury, and they were telling people put their paperwork together, send it to the Treasury. So to my mind, that has become that is what is expected. Now, if this was done, and the documents were sent to the Treasury or to Finance, wherever, from the Department of Government. This, in this case, Public Works. Why would the Prime Minister be calling the PS of Public Works? If the issue, and I haven't heard it as yet, if the issue is the vouchers or whatever it is have not made it over to Treasury, then you call the PS. But if that's not the case, why are you calling the PS? That's number one. Number two, if the issue is not an issue of money, that is no Treasury having the documentation but don't have the money, why would the PM be saying today, if what my friend told me is correct, as she said, where would it come in to say, well, we're going to release $1 million to go to these payments? If the money was there. Anyway, anyway. Whoever want to take on 619 or 946, that is for them the business. But the information is right before us people for us to see. Um to my mind, I don't know how hard it is. If the breakdown is that the document is not going over to the Treasury or to Finance, we know where the discipline need to come in. If the document make it to Treasury and Treasury don't have the money, then we need to take what some people say with some salt. When they say there's money like rain falling and money is not the issue. But for those of us who live in Antigua who know how it go, we know it. All the best. All the best to the people out there for the carnival. Try and keep us safe as they can. Can't say nothing else. Happy carnival.